Welcome to How to Raise Mealworms Revisited, the next year. Okay, here's my mealworm colony right now. It's been just over a year since I made my last video. So what we got here is probably an inch of poop, and they seem to put all the dead beetles on one side for me, so that makes it a little easier. And what I'll do now is I'll take tweezers and I'll pick out all the dead beetles till it's just live beetles, pupa, and worms. So I just pick out all the dead beetles, put them in this bucket. A live one hanging on here. Let's go. It takes a long time, but you get all the dead beetles out, and then you can sift. And like I said, I haven't bothered with these things too much. My last video was August 28th, so I haven't cleaned them out since then. And I just take all the dead beetles out. In my last video, a lot of people were asking some questions, so I'm going to clear that up. Like, do they smell? If you get real close, they do. But they won't stink up a room or anything like that. They don't need to be separated. You can keep all the life forms together, all the worms, all the pupae, whatever you say that, and all the beetles. I never separate anything. It's just with superworms that you have to separate the life forms. They get their water intake through the carrots that you feed them. The beetles do not fly. You just keep them at room temperature. It should be perfectly fine. If you want to prolong the worm stage so you have lots of worms all the time, you can put them in the fridge and it'll slow them down. But once you have a lot, like a big colony going, you don't need to do that. I've never had them in the fridge at all. And I've always got worms ready to go. Feed to my leopard gecko. Some people are wondering, and they had their colony going for a little while, and they're wondering why they don't see babies yet. They are microscopic for a few weeks. They lay eggs, and then the eggs hatch, and then the worms are microscopic. You won't see them for a good month before you start seeing little worms in the bottom of your bin. So you just keep picking out all the dead bodies until it's all clear, just poop and worms and beetles. Okay, so I got it pretty much cleaned out of all the dead beetles. They're all in there. Okay, now I get my strainer and I just dump the poop through it. what we're left is just worms and beetles. That's all worms and beetles. Now I just add some oats and some carrots, and they'll be set for another year. Feeding them a couple carrots, maybe a couple times a week. Lots of oats. And there we go. So yeah, like I said, last time I did this was a year ago, in August of 08. It's now September 09. So they pretty much take care of themselves, you know. You just gotta throw some carrot in there and keep adding oats when they go down. Always have lots of oats in there, unless you're gonna clean them out. See, before I cleaned them out, I let the oats disappear, so then there was hardly any beetles left. Now what I got here is all the poop, right? So I'll just add some carrot and just leave this for like a month, just to see if all the get all the baby worms that got through the strainer, and then I'll just pick them out with tweezers and add them to my colony. And then I'll just throw it out, because I'll get to it before there's beetles. But yeah, that's how you raise mealworms. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. See ya.